We doing it. We here.
Live.
I'm Russ Dun.
A-tre.
And, we don't even have a name for this podcast yet.
Right. It's just a travel podcast working title.
Working title. It's also independent filmmaking, travel culture, and independent filmmaking.
All things production going on over here.
Exactly. Yeah.
The best part about this for me is, so I'm the sound guy today, right?
Yeah.
I'm never the sound guy. I'm always behind the camera. So when I got to be responsible to set up the mics, and now I'm up here monitoring everything, this is it's a new adventure for me. So yeah, I'm excited.
So do you like it? Would you if you were on this crew, you prefer being behind the camera?
Nah, I'm cool where I'm at right now. This is a good spot. It's something new.
I feel that. But in general, me, I do not I like looking at the monitor. When I'm on set filming or whatever, I hate being the cinematographer and the director. I like just being able to look at the monitor.
Yeah.
But, independent filmmaking, you got to do it all sometimes.
Yeah, no. If you could have the monitor and just look at the monitor, that's ideal.
Exactly.
But how many times do we really get to do that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We were just talking about it right now. We need a crew. There's no one behind these cameras right now. He's doing sound. There's no Jamie on Googling. We got the computer set up, but ain't nobody over there Googling anything.
We just rocking it out, trying to make it happen, and get some footage, man, so we can just start putting this thing together. Say we started, and I think that's the biggest thing. Pat and I were talking about that, and he wanted to send his notes or whatever. He was like, "But I really want us to just get started because we've been talking about it, and we'll be talking about it till we blue in the face." So I wanted to get with you while your schedule was, permissible, and let's just go ahead and knock something out. It don't have to be perfect, but it's something. Yeah. We'll go back, we'll tweak it, we'll make it hot from therefore going on. But at least we'll have a starting point.
Exactly. I've been talking about it for 5 years.
Okay.
Just I want to get together with, and this is so I don't know. I don't remember how we met exactly, but this new last 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Aaron sees me walking through the gym.
Wow.
I don't know if I was on my phone, head down, whatever. He's like, "Yo, Russ?" And he called. I was like, "Oh, I ain't seen this cat in forever." So it was good. I'm glad you reached out. I'm glad you not reached out. You reached out literally and recognized me, and we chopped it up there and met Pat, met Marquet at the what's that spot in Culver City or whatever?
Right off. Was that Olympic or Pico?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the spot already.
It was a cool spot, nice little lounge area or whatever. But yeah, we chopped it up and pretty much put the ball in motion there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because me and Aaron do the same thing.
Constant in motion, traveling over the world, capturing moments, telling stories.
Yeah. And
it's man, this brother has all the things that I do. He's got the drone master over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's how can we come together and tell our experiences and then see what we can go ahead and give the world, because people fiending for content, man.
Exactly.
And we got good quality content. That's the real thing. It's a lot of trash out there. So what if we go back and we look at this and we don't like it? We perfectionists.
Yeah.
So we'll be scrap that whole thing. We'll do it again.
Yeah, exactly. He's always sending me clips too, Thailand and Jamaica and Dominican Republic. So the fact that the ball, you're inspiring me. The fact that you're always chopping stuff together, always putting content out. He's on it, so it's definitely reciprocated.
Well, the thing with me with all the footage, I got to get it off this computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't just let it sit on hard drive. I can't shoot stuff and just let it sit there, because then I'm you just wasted a whole bunch of time. And then I got folks asking me about it. That's the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it started off truthfully with me just cutting together stuff. I went to Bali and I was sharing a trip with my mother.
Yeah.
And from there, that was pretty much it, man. I was like, all right, let me make this thing happen. And there it was stories. I had just an iPhone version. I cut on my phone. And then I got back, I was like, nah, you can do more than that. You know what I mean? You gotta don't short sell it. Use everything that you know how to do. So when I finally put that first one together, I was like, yeah, I think we might have something. And then
you put love in the editing too. That's what I like. I looked at your transitions. I looked at your even how the credits come out, the tidal waves come out. It could be probably simple for you, but it just looks like you put love into it. I look at mine, I just put it's just up. It just fades in and fades out. But yours slides. It's cool. I like those little those little techniques, you know, those little things that just, you know, catch my eye.
Add pieces to it. Hey, I appreciate that
Yeah.
because I always feel like I could do more. You know, I look at
it's
it.
art. You could always. It's like the Mona Lisa's. Not, what's his name? Michelangelo will look at the Mona Lisa and be like, "Oh, that's not complete yet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And
art, so you'll never. Really
that's what my boy
satisfied.
says. He was like, you got to just at some point just call it and put it out there, man, because
Yeah.
like you'll be tweaking it forever.
Yep.
And there's something that you know, like I didn't like this shot. I'm gonna swap it out. It's just constant. So
I'm the opposite. I'm like, yo, it's time for me to put this out. I've been sitting on it. Unlike you, that's good. You knock it out, but I'll be sitting on it.
And that, truth be told, you know, I've been sitting on some projects, but I just try to go in sequential order, like what I have. Like it's stuff that I shot here recently that I probably won't get to for at least maybe another 3-4 months.
Yeah.
But no one knows that but us.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why the other thing, I don't timestamp anything that I do because I always date everything is 20 now.
Yeah.
Because that's where we at. And forever until we pass, we're going to be in that space of 20 now. Like Andre 3000, when he dubbed himself that,
Yeah.
I thought that was so genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because time is one of those things that people want to pigeonhole you and say you did this, so then now it's dated and now it doesn't have certain value. And I'm like, nah, this is art. It's timeless.
Exactly.
So when people ask me questions, yo, when did you go here? I'll be like, recently. You know? Never give them what they're looking for. I never give them that direct, like, oh, it was this time, because I've done that before, and you can immediately see their face change, like they're disappointed to some degree. And that's the effect of social media.
Yeah.
You know, like, if it didn't happen right now in this moment, then it has no value. And I'm annoyed every time I hear a situation like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I try to always just, like, you know, sidestep it and give them what I want to give them, not what they feel like they should be getting.
And you know what? And that's with social media, you could do that.
Social media, yeah. One thing that I'm just not a big fan of is pouring myself out for social media and giving them, you know, everything all the time. So I'm like maintain the mystery guy.
Yeah.
So I always like, even like I say, I don't even have a personal Instagram. The travel and culture thing is a team like
I saw
Instagram.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? So several people who post on that. And people will tag me and things like from like, you know, 10, 12 years ago, like, yo, travel and culture, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, B, that's cool, but that's not just me, you know? So I think that it's a place for it, definitely, but I'm not going to let it control me and determine on what, you know, our path is going to be. So we give them snippets on there so they can be excited, and then they go and see it, the full version, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Vimeo, whether we got a deal. It's just for promotion. So I think people feel that that's the way to communicate now. It's through there, like, you know, through the DMs. Like when I meet people, I met this chick the other night at this screening, and I was like, yo, before you leave, I need to get your information. And I was expecting her to give me like an Instagram page or something like that.
Yeah.
And she pulled out, she was like, what's your number? So she took my number down and texted me hers. And I was like, cool, I'm still old school like that. Like I want to call and talk to you. I don't want to be sliding your DMs waiting a week for you to see the shit, you know. I just can't play that game, man.
You know what it is? When if you have a verified blue check, they're quick to, oh, who's that?
Right.
You need that blue check. But no, I know what you're saying. I think when they do that, they're of a certain age or cut from a certain ilk. You know what I mean? That's when they're trying to get the number or whatever, you know, or aggressively pursuing you or want to do business or whatever. You know what I mean? You mentioned the drone earlier. I call that the modern day kite.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It's the modern day kite because that's my favorite toy. I used to like the dollies because I'm in the filmmaking, so I used to like the dollies, and I always like when the camera moves. But now with the drone, with the gimbal and just the way how steady it can be, that's my favorite.
Control motion.
Yeah,
like
that's my favorite tool.
I bought a slider probably about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and then the drone came, and I was just like, oh, this is useless. You know, I mean, I can use it for certain things, like in tight spaces like this on the table or whatever. And I mean, it adds a dynamic to things. But when I saw that drone, man, I was just so impressed. So I still don't have a drone. All the footage that I have, all I do is direct the drone operator. You know, I'm like, yo, my man, get this, get this, get this. And like my boy who pretty much gets all of my drone footage, he's lazy. I'm not even going to lie to you. He was like, we'll go place. I was like, yo, bring the drone. Oh, man, I forgot to pack the battery, forgot to charge, I forgot to do the updates. And
damn,
I'm like, yeah. So we've been in certain situations where I'm like, man, we missed out on some real classic footage because you was just being too lazy.
Yeah.
And you not like that. So I was like, that was one of the first things I saw with your footage. I was like, oh, this dude is on it all the time.
Yeah, the drone is my favorite. I bring it I'll put it up on the Vegas Strip. I have so many stories. You know, my drone operator out there, you already know what it is. I put my drone up. I don't get. In the beginning, when I first got it, 2015, I was a little timid. I was like, oh, you know, scared or whatever. But then I was like, yo, I think when I did a job. I shot Rainbow Six, the video game. They were gonna slate me to be the drone operator, but to get a permit in Vegas to fly a drone in Vegas was like an arm and a leg. And the production company I was working for, I forgot the name of it. Three something media. All Three Media. Shout out to All Three Media. Thanks for hiring. Yeah, so they couldn't get the permit or whatever to fly in Vegas. On top of that, the Vegas Strip is copywritten, if you guys didn't know. So to even do that, it's the Eiffel Tower, those lights, it's copywritten. There's certain places that are copywritten. Anyway, long story longer. Yeah, so they couldn't get the permit, but I brought the drone anyway, just in case something went through. And I was like, well, I'm here. I might as well get some shots. So I went right in front of the Bellagio. Yeah, that's the one that does the water show, right?
Yeah.
Bellagio. I went right in front of the Bellagio, sat right there in front of the water show, put it up every 15 minutes. I think after 8, every 15 minutes it does the water show. So I got the whole water show. Then I went to and so then I got caught after like maybe an hour of me. I was putting it away because tourists were coming up to me. I was like, oh, man, that's great. But tourists don't care. Tourists do not care. It's like security and those people that really care. Right. Anyway, finally came up to me when I was putting it away, and this happens all the time. So just be a guerrilla film. I'm a guerrilla filmmaker. So then he's like, yo, he's on the radio. Yeah, we got him. I got him. He's right here. And I was like, yo, I'm done. He's like, are you staying in the hotel? I was like, no, I'm staying at the Palms. He's like, okay, we got to walk you off the property. So we started walking to the street. I was like, wait a second. I'm at the Palms. I'm going to take a cab. So he walked me back to the valet because that's where I literally was right by valet in front of the hotel doing that. And I was like, man, you guys probably get a lot of guys, drone operators trying to film. He's like, yeah, but they're usually in the parking lot in the back and fly over the hotel. No one's as bold to be sitting in our face. We were back there in the hotel, in the parking lot looking for you. I was
hilarious.
Yo, you know what I mean? Like, my boy was like, he hit me on Instagram because I think I put it on my story. And he was like, well, if I don't hear from you, I know you're in Vegas jail. You know what I mean? But Paris, I got so many stories about that. But you got to be careful of some of the countries you go to, like Morocco or probably Egypt. I'm going to Egypt soon. I want to take it there. But I go on YouTube and I see videos from drone videos from Egypt. So, I've been to the Paris before. I just got to walk way out in the desert and fly it back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I have my...
Pick your spots, right?
Yeah, pick my spots, you know. Yeah, I love it's my favorite thing, man, especially traveling.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting one of the, I think it's the Mini 3 that's out now.
That's a good one to get.
Just because it's under the weight capacity. You don't have to register it.
It's small.
And it's small.
It's like this big, right?
Yeah.
See, the drone I travel with right now is the DJI Phantom 3 because I don't care if that one gets damaged, or even the 4. But those are big drones. Yeah, I don't want to travel with the FPV. But I was looking into it. My boy just shot some time-lapse or hyperlapse footage with the Mini. And I was like, yo, I got to get it because this is the main reason because it's so compact.
The only thing I didn't like that it didn't have was I want the follow me mode because I want,
it doesn't have. He said it had that. It doesn't have that.
It has it for a certain. It won't follow you from, I think, like from behind, or it won't follow you from the front. I should say it'll follow you from behind and kind of like maybe from the side a little bit, but it doesn't have the full features like probably yours has. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a bigger. The Phantom 4 for sure. But when Jeff gets here, he's got some knockoff Chinese drone where DJI I can't fly by LAX. You know, it has restrictions.
Yep.
I can't put it up because the app. But his, from China, he could put it up anywhere.
Oh, good to know.
And I don't think he's even done the update. So when I need to get those shots like LAX or downtown in LA or whatever, he's the one that I get these shots for me or whatever. So he's the one that I call those restricted shots. Yeah, drones. Your boy. If he has that small drone, man, he really needs to take advantage of that. But I guess
he'd be scared.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared to even Jeff's scared sometimes to put the drone up sometimes. And I was just telling him, Jeff, that you got the Chinese drone that you could put it up in all the restricted areas. So, yeah, you just got to, you can't be scared, man. You just got to put that shit up. If you crash, well, I understand. Your boy has a DJI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he crashes it, he could just send it to Carson or whatever.
Oh.
Carson's the spots in Carson, but if he crashes his, I don't know where he's going to send it.
This cat's in Atlanta, so he probably...
Oh, okay, no doubt.
Too.
No doubt. So Aaron, what are you working on right now?
Currently, I'm in the editing process for the first trip to Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, man, it was life changing. So, since then I've been probably 4 times. So I'm on my 5th visit, and my next visit, my 6th visit, I'm trying to make my last visit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it my home.
Yeah. Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a resident. So, looking back at the footage from the first time, it's pretty it's moving. I went there with my cousin. She had a home that she had just bought over in like the Waimanalo area, so it's where a lot of native Hawaiians stay. And
so break it down for me. What island is that?
So this is Oahu. So this is the main island where like Pearl Harbor is,
where
Waikiki is, and all that. So Waikiki is on the west side, and then so I'm on the exact opposite side, on the windward side, where
the locals are.
Yeah, it's no hotels over here.
Oh,
it's strictly just homes and maybe some apartments, but pretty much just homes. So my cousin had a crib there, and I go with her for the blessing of her home. So that's kind of like the culture aspect of this particular episode that I think is really cool, because you got the priest and he's speaking native Hawaiian and blessing her crib with leis and things. Something I would never be exposed to.
Is she Hawaiian?
Yeah. So my cousin's half black, half Hawaiian.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is she married? She married a Hawaiian guy or no?
She is engaged now, about to marry a cat from Jamaica.
Oh, snap.
Right.
Shout out to Jamaica. You know what it is.
There we go. Hey, I just had one of those episodes, and actually, it's funny you say that because people are really responding well to Jamaica episodes. They like that probably the most out of all the ones that
people love
out.
Jamaica. Look, people love Jamaica. But yeah, man, people love. I mean, it's a smart. Listen, I'll big up Jamaica all day. Jamaica's like such a small island, but has such a huge impact on the world. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
With the music, y'all know Bob Marley, legend. I mean, we're the fastest people on the planet. I mean, no shade to America. I mean, my dad has a joke. He was like, the Jamaicans are gonna win when the Jamaican women win because the men chase the women.
Nice.
The dad joke, whatever. But yeah, I like. I mean, the snippets that you showed me of Jamaica that you were shooting were dope. You know what I mean? And Hawaii, I hadn't seen. You sent me some stuff about Hawaii too.
A little teaser.
Yeah, a little teaser. And I've only been when I was in the Marines, I went to Waikiki twice.
That's so touristy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like most people when they go to Hawaii, they stay on the Waikiki side. They stay in a hotel.
Well, that's where Pearl Harbor was. So that's
right.
I was in the military, so that's where they And
you up in a hotel that's 12 floors up, 20 floors up, looking out.
Yeah.
And that's great. But my experience when I first got there, I didn't even know what Waikiki was. I didn't go to Waikiki until I think we went there the first time, like day 4, day 5.
Yeah.
But I woke up and we went to the beach, which was 10 minutes away.
Where's the airport? Like the airport close to Waikiki side, or it's
close to Waikiki side?
Okay, no doubt.
So it's probably like maybe 15, 20 minutes tops from there.
I wish I stayed at a 12-story hotel. I was on ship.
Oh.
I was on ship.
My cousin, when doing COVID, like he had to do his quarantine on the boat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he couldn't. My aunt was tripping. She wouldn't let him stay at the house with his girlfriend, so he had to go do it on one of our homies' boat. So imagine 2 weeks on like a small. I'm not talking about like no nice boat. I mean like cramped quarters, everything.
Sailboat.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because when when COVID was happening, tickets to Hawaii were like $211, like so cheap. But you had to quarantine for 14 days.
I did that. So my third trip was during COVID. It was summer.
In a hotel or at somebody's house?
At my aunt's house.
Oh, see, you got lucky. Yeah, that's lucky.
Yeah. So I actually finished the documentary that we shot in Cameroon. I finished editing that during those 2 weeks because I was like, I'm gonna take full advantage of this time.
Did they come check on you when you were out there?
Bro, they called me like every couple days.
On the cell phone or house?
On the cell phone. It wasn't a house phone for them to find me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and they had me, and then my aunt, I thought she was gonna turn me in just because she's part of the little COVID quarantine crew, tricking on people.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to be there and have to just order food, and I would go out to the yard. She was like, "You can't be out here." And mind you, I haven't had COVID this entire time. I've had no exposure to, and I've been in, all over the world in different places, living with people I never lived with. So I'm not saying I'm lucky. I'm just saying I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Right. And she was just really giving me the third degree about it. And I was like, yo, we're good. So miraculously, when we get out of this 14-day quarantine, everything was good. She could hug me now, and it was just whatever, man. So I respected everyone's, thoughts on it and just kept it moving. But took advantage of that 14 days,
As you should.
and then really got to get out and see things. And the island was shut down. It was no tourists there.
Damn.
And we had so many private beaches to ourselves, man. Like, so my family that lives there, they kept coming to get us and take us places, waterfalls and stuff. So that's a whole nother story. Like I said, that's like episode Hawaii part 3 or some shit.
Were the waterfalls free?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. We went to a little tide pools, hiking down places like that I probably would never do again. Truthfully, that's why I take the GoPro with me a lot of times. Just like, let's get this footage, man, so people can see it, because I may not be making this trip walking across these hot, sharp-ass rocks.
You know, my boy was breaking my balls. I was in Antibes, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, south of France, and we went scuba diving. He had the hookup. He's like a master diver. He certified me, Patty, and we went scuba diving, and I was like, yo, we were driving there, this little ass smart car, shout out to Steph, and we didn't have the GoPros. It was like we got done shooting one thing, and then he's like, yo, I called the homie. He said, we come down and shoot. He's about to take the boat out with a class. Okay. We'd go out there and dive. And I was like, damn, we ain't got the cameras, man. He's like, let's just go. I was like, all right, whatever. We went. He took me down there. I was down there, just scuba diving and checking everything out. It was gorgeous.
How
in
deep?
The south of France. Huh?
How far down?
66 to 70 feet.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And but I have the GoPro case that for scuba diving you could do that. You know what I mean? I had to go back up. I was like, man, because I was just upset. I was so upset that I didn't have the. He breaks my balls to this day. I was so upset I didn't have the cameras to document it because I wanted. I was like, yo, let's come back. He's like, no, we can't go back. Have him dock us to shore and drive. Because it was like maybe I don't know, maybe take like an hour and a half or whatever. But I was like, but anyway, when I go back, Steph, we going back down there. I don't even remember. I guess it's the Mediterranean. It was the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
But it was gorgeous down there. It was like tunnels and stuff. I was like, oh my god.
That's all right. That was the scout.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
exactly.
how I look at every trip when I'm like, man, I saw some amazing stuff with my eyes. If my eyes were a camera, I always say that, man.
Yeah.
The things that I see, we'd be privy. You know, you get access to stuff because you had this camera.
Yeah. If I had my phone, at least. I didn't even have my phone.
Oh, you was raw dog, huh?
Yeah. I was like, yo. So, because like I said, we just came from shooting some, so I was just, nothing. But, what are you going to do?
South of France.
South of France, yeah.
Scuba diving. Black man. Okay? I'm just saying, let's just go ahead and let's give him his props on that, because I got one of my boys, he's huge in the scuba. He goes all over the world.
Yeah.
He's got a group that he does it with. So he'll send me footage. So I've seen some of that stuff you're talking about. It's amazing. I'm like, I'm glad you got it, bro, because I'm not going there. So I'm always like, yo, send the GoPro.
Yeah.
Like even my cousin in Hawaii, it was some little tide pools and things. And he was like, you want me to go get that? I'm like, yes, sir, young buck. Jump in that water, so I don't got to. So,
he's a free diver, or he has his gear?
It's just my young cousin.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's born in Hawaii and jumping off cliffs and shit like that.
It's gorgeous, dude. Just under the water, it's gorgeous.
Look, I don't know about you, but I feel like my GoPro shoots better underwater. Every time I put it up, I'm like, this.
You take that one, the session?
Yeah, I got that one, and I got the other. It's a Hero, I think the 5 or the 6. The 6.
Oh, okay.
And both of those always
does it shoot
great.
Better? You know what? I do a lot of action stuff, so the GoPro to me, what happened?
Question: do you use a case with that GoPro?
I used just the one that came with it. Nothing special. Yep. So that one is sitting back there. I just rock with that one, and I haven't put it on the 6. I had a case, but not like a like Russ was talking about, like for deep diving or anything. I've never used that one. Yep.
No, you never need to if you're not going there.
Yeah. Look, listen, bro. First time in Hawaii, I only go in to the mid calf.
Yeah.
I don't fool with the water. So by the third time I'm there, I'm getting immersed. I'm getting my, good salt baths and everything. Yeah. And now I'm fully immersed. So I got to get that good salt bath.
Yeah, man, I definitely love it under there. I mean, with this case, if I show you the stuff that I get with this.
Oh, I've seen some of your stuff that I'm like, this dude is shooting with an iPhone? What?
Yeah, this case right here, it's Pelican. It's dope. Like, I don't even need the GoPro. I just take this.
Yeah.
It's GoPro's 4K too, but this is,
Use the camera you got, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, to answer, to go back to that question, I shoot a lot of action stuff. The stuff that I shoot above, on land, I think for me, it's better than
Okay.
the GoPro underwater. Yeah. So, what about as far as sound? I don't even remember. I don't even know the sound of the GoPro underwater. Does that?
I mean, it picks up whatever, but I don't even. I'm always putting music on it.
No doubt. Because I don't know if you saw the test that I did with. I had both these phones, and I played music off of this one
Underwater.
underwater.
Nah.
Yeah, I had this. I set this one up under the water, and I played a song. I was probably like 15 feet, 20 feet away, and swam up to. You could still hear like the vibrations carry.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's
I
a
was
whole
like,
effect.
Yo, yeah, it was like some science thing I was doing. It was right. Yeah,
I knew
yeah, I've
that.
seen that one. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Like if you see, that's an amazing shot. You
Yeah.
get that shit, boy. Somebody jumps off a cliff or whatever, you follow their ass and
All the
then
way down. Yeah, absolutely. But I think when it hits the water, I don't think it goes completely under the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It takes a second. Like it
Hey.
hits, boom, and then goes under. But yeah, but I've seen people, skydivers, cliff jumpers, and they just throw the GoPro on
Yeah.
that stick,
Yep.
and it follows them down. That's just as
Control
as dope.
motion, right?
Yeah, that's just.
We're going
as
to get
dope.
there. We're going to get some more of this budget action going on so we can do some experimentation type things with these cameras.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. What's the next trip for you? You going anywhere?
feel like it's up in the air right now. I do this debate program, so Bosnia was supposed to be the next trip, but
That
because-
Jamaica joint that you sent me, like that debate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no doubt. Well, explain to the people what was going on.
So Debaters Without Borders is a program that my boy started. He's the head of forensics at Morehouse College out of Atlanta. And so basically that's debate and speech and, teaching these kids how to work in the realm of argumentation
Yeah.
and, just getting their public speaking down pat. So he started doing this probably 10, 12 years ago at the school because he was a debater when he was there.
Yeah.
He came back and started teaching. And we were on a trip in Colombia, and he was like, I'm going to get you back to Africa. And I was like, all right, cool. I had been in 2010 doing a filmmaking teaching program with the New York Film Academy. And he was like, I'm going to get you back to Africa. I was like, make it happen. So we were there in June. In December, we was in Cameroon.
Oh, nice.
So that was my first time being exposed to it. And I knew nothing about debate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just so green, shooting everything, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what the story's going to be. That's why it took me so long to actually put it out, because I had to go through so much footage and like, what is this?
Yeah.
But as I started doing that, I felt like I became a better public speaker. You know what I'm saying? I was able to formulate my arguments and have my, what's the word they use all the time? The framework.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those worlds that you would never probably be exposed to unless you knew somebody who pulled you into it.
Yeah.
And this dude, that's his life. He loves it. It's one of my best friends when I was a kid. We used to ride our bikes together.
Okay.
So being in Cameroon exposed that. In African debate, having to hear all the different accents and dialects, that was probably one of the most challenging things. Like, we need subtitles on so many things, but I've actually reached back out to people that were from that area, and they couldn't even translate it. So, because they're speaking so fast because they're nervous or whatever. So we do that. And then Jamaica was probably like my third or fourth trip with them. Because I had done stuff in the States too. We went to Vermont. I went to Vanderbilt. Went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
I like it up there.
Yeah,
It's chill.
real chill. We were back there in end of February. That's when I was in Hawaii for a month, then I came back to go up there.
Oh, okay, no doubt.
But Bosnia, like I said, is supposed to be on there, and then Tanzania. I hope we get to go, but I never really
Positive
know.
vibes. You're putting them positive vibes out there.
Yeah, but with these folks, man, they'll call you and they'll say, "Oh, we're gonna do this," and then it'll get shut down, especially with all this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you'll be like, "Yo, you got to rush and get this." Get your passport if you need to get it updated. Go ahead and get these visas. But they always make it happen. So, shout out to Morehouse College.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, Morehouse is the ones that
Yeah.
make. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, it looked fun when you were in Jamaica. I definitely, like I said, I saw that video in Jamaica, and that chick that you interviewed, little schoolgirl.
Sabrina.
Yeah, she was very articulate.
Yeah, she's
know what I
now
mean?
in St. Kitts.
Yeah, but the Jamaicans, that they have that British colonization. They're definitely known for being articulate. They got that, they got that vocabulary.
It's funny. So many people have said, I love that part of the video, because they're like, to talk with the locals. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's only one person there. but her voice is so, soothing.
Yeah.
And that's
the accent. Sounds like my cousin.
That's how I feel with South Africans. We interviewed a lot of them when we were doing the Cameroon trip, and I was like, man, that British influence just adds a whole nother element to it.
Yeah, the South African accent, I kind of equated it to British, but mixed with Australian, because that was like the center point. You know what I mean? When they'd go down with the slave trade or whatever, they'd stop right there in South Africa. And I forgot what it was called. See, this is why I need someone on the computer. What was it called before it was called South Africa? I forgot what it was called, because it's only South Africa is from less than 20 years.
Right.
So it was called something else before it was called South Africa.
This one I need to go ahead and jump on the WhatsApp and hit the South Africa connection.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right. We'll cut to that. But, man, got to get back there. So sounds like places that we're going to try to be there at the same time so we can go ahead and tell a whole nother story.
Yeah, my man Tux, shout out to Tux. He's the one that actually provided me with this sweatsuit right here. I wore this on purpose, Bhutan. When I was in South Africa, I ended up shooting a music video down there.
They shoot a lot of music videos.
Yeah, they shoot a lot of music videos down there. And my man Tux, did you find that, Jeff?
Yeah, I did actually.
What was it called before South Africa?
It's actually Dutch.
Yeah, I knew it was a Z. Yeah, some Afrikaans. That's like Afrikaans.
Man,
I don't know what you said, but yeah. Yeah, but so you have to say it with the Afrikaans accent, which is like one of the original people in South Africa. But anyway, shout out to Tux. Thanks for this, like the Bhutan sweats. I appreciate the hookup. I got to send him some Jordans. He likes the ones.
Yeah,
those
I'm rocking these.
Yeah, those are dope.
These Christmas.
But yeah, he likes the ones. So I'm gonna send him some ones. But yeah, they shoot a lot of music videos out there. I was out there. I loved it. And I went to Jayburg for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
More like a layover, but I was mostly in Cape Town. I have nothing but great things to say about that place, dude.
I've heard.
It's beautiful. I always reference that that Jamie Foxx joke. He's like, you look up, you see a pack of Halle Berries. He said you're going to see a pack of Halle Berries.
I'm not even going to lie.
He ain't lying.
The South African chicks that I met in Cameroon, we were in Cameroon and we were caught in the middle of like a civil war.
Oh, wow.
Because during the time there was like, so Cameroon, if you don't know, is like 90% French.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, going there, I don't know. So I'm walking in places, they're like, parlez-vous français? And I'm like, no. And the disappointed look on their faces, like, oh, okay. But they were having issues because they were appointing a lot of French lawyers to judges in the country. And so then the English folks, they were taken issue with that. So then they started protesting, which then led to rioting, which then led to X amount of military uniformed men being killed. And that kicked it off. So that kicked off the government shutting things down. The internet was shut down. It started the Anglophone crisis. You can look it up, and it's part of the documentary that we shot. But I think it started in 2016.
Yeah, Nigeria had some stuff popping off. I want to say shortly after that or around that time too.
Nigeria's always got something popping off.
Yeah,
I was there in 2010, and that's when Boko Haram was bombing like crazy, and so we were in Abuja. And I was there for 37 days. And our last week, we got emails from the embassy saying that there was terrorist threats on American citizens in Abuja, Nigeria.
Damn.
We're the only American citizens that they've been advertising in Abuja, Nigeria, in all the papers and the news and all the outlets. So I was like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
But it's always something when you go to Africa where you got to be extra head on swivel type
situation.
You're right. Because they just move different. And be respectful of that is what I'm saying to the audience. When you go there, don't think that you, an American, you got certain rights.
Absolutely. Yeah, Istanbul was definitely dope. I had my uncle's friend, he's British, moved there with his wife. He's an English teacher. He went there. He's British, born and raised British. And he moved to Turkey, learned the language. Now he teaches Turkish. He's one of those people that's just a linguist. He just, some people just pick up languages fast. I'm not one of them. But so he was the one that was kind of showing me around. But it's really but when I Googled it, when I was there, I really wanted to see the east part of Turkey because that's where all the archaeological and all the history really is. Istanbul's dope, but that, it's a city. Trust me, I do like the city. I'm a city guy, but it's really a lot of the rich history is in the east, like the southeast of Turkey. So
I'm always trying to get off the beaten path, off the tourist path, wherever I'm going. You know, I'm trying to find a local that'll take me under their wing and say, okay, we're going to show you this. And I'm always blessed to find that, truthfully. And it's always a female.
Hey, you can't go wrong with the females.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
cannot go wrong. No, I'll be honest with you. I don't mind the tourist stuff. I don't mind the tourist stuff, but of course, I definitely want to know what the locals are doing too.
Yeah.
It's the standard. But I want to do it all.
Where's your next trip, bro?
My next trip is probably going to be, I'll be honest with you, Berlin, like next week.
Okay.
Yeah, Berlin. I've been there before. It's a work thing. Yeah, but Germany's always dope.
I got a friend that's from Germany. She's Turkish, actually, but lives in Germany.
Yeah, German women are beautiful. German women are, I mean, they are beautiful. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to grab a lot of footage. I still am sitting on, we talked about this earlier, I'm still sitting on footage from the last time I was there. But I'm going to try to tie it all together. And
Problem to have.
Huh?
Problem to have. You got too much footage.
Yeah. But I have no drone footage. And that's another thing. Technology is always changing. A lot of these places where I went, I still want to go back there and just drone every place. You know what I mean? I want to drone every place. It's just, I love aerial photography.
But you also got the heads up because you've been to these spots, so it's not like it's a brand new place.
That's
for you.
true.
So you got a little lay of the land. You got a head start on everybody else. Now you said you've been to Australia.
I haven't been to Australia.
I keep throwing places. I think you've been everywhere.
I have been to Australia. I want to go though. You know who you are. They've been asking me to go for 10 years. My friends in Australia. I got to get down. Australia. We need to stay like a month.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's not a 2-week trip.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
First of all, Australia is huge. I mean, we got the House of Sydney on one side, and then you got the whole another time zone. It's kind of like just here. You know what I mean?
It is. It really is.
And I was real ignorant to that when I was like, oh, Australia. I thought it was all the same. And she was like, yeah, that's 14 hours away. Nope. You got to get on 2 planes to get to where I live at. I'm like, oh shit.
You lose a day if you go from California there. You lose a day.
Yeah, that's
you go
definitely
back in time, or you go forward in time.
Yeah, that's how it was going to Bali. That was traveling like a 30-hour trip coming back.
Coming back?
Yeah.
Well, how did you fly? Did you fly over the Pacific or over the
Pacific?
Okay, yeah. No doubt.
I went from LA to Narita to Japan, and then to Singapore, and then Singapore down to Bali, and the same back. Yeah.
Did you stay much time in Singapore?
Man, I had a long layover, but my ass misread the times.
Oh.
So I thought I was going to get out, but it was an overnight layover. So I was there for like 9 hours, but I couldn't leave.
I like Singapore.
Yeah, I heard it's great. You can't spit on the street, none of that shit.
Yeah, I forgot that when I was there. I was chewing gum and I spit it out. And I was like, oh shit, lucky nobody saw me. But yeah, I love Singapore. It's beautiful.
That's my new thing now. That's what keeps me calm. Water, hitting the gym, and a little meditation. Shout out to the young lady who put me up into that space, because I was usually just gonna smoke some trees and call it a day. And I'm done with that too. So, graduation. We mature when we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's funny. Before you guys got here, my friend in Australia, she was hitting me up. She's going to Thailand. I've never been. I've always wanted to go. But Thailand, again, it's so cheap. It's one of those places you got to stay a month.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like 4 or 5-star hotels. I've seen these Instagram posts. These people. I'm all about the hotels. I'm not trying to stay in no hut or get the experience or whatever. I'm trying to stay in some nice ass hotel. I'll go down there and check it out, but I want to.
You got a lot of mosquitoes out there? I'm
sure they do. I don't want to find out. You know what I mean? Except I did want to. The only time I wanted to go in the bush is when I wanted to study Muay Thai. I wanted to go live like they live for 3 months, get shredded, eat what they eat, probably with the 12 and 11-year-olds, because those are the ones that really are doing it. Those kids are
That's
vicious.
A good episode right there. Go immerse yourself and learn Muay Thai.
That's what my boy did it. My boy Ethan did it. I think he kicking trees. He got an infection in his shin or something happened to him. Shout out to Ethan. What's up? But he didn't make it the whole way through. But if I remember correct, but yeah, I want to go out there, like I said, 3 months in the bush, like it's boot camp, and just get ripped. I don't want to fight. I just want to do the training. Yeah, a lot of I don't care. Humidity is good. It helps you sweat. But it's just, first of all, Muay Thai is a vicious sport. Yeah. Like, I think 25 and that's it. Your career is over pretty much.
Yeah.
But those kids start, like I said, 10, 11, 12, and those kids could probably whip my ass. You know what I mean? Kicking trees and shit. So.
Speaking of, you saying your man got the infection on his leg, have you been sick while you've been traveling?
It's funny. I haven't been sick at all.
That's
all the
love.
travel I've been doing, I never got sick. I didn't get COVID 2020. When we go on lockdown? 2020 went on lockdown.
Yep.
2020. If I didn't get tested, I would have never known I had it because I had no symptoms. I didn't have a runny nose. I didn't have a cough. I had nothing. Some people said it was false negative. I was like, nah, false positive, whatever. I don't think it was because, like I said, that first mile and a half when I ran, I could tell something was in my system. But, I take my vitamins. I stay healthy. I'm in shape. So.
And it felt different than any other cold you had before.
Well, I didn't really feel anything. Like, the only time I felt anything is when I ran.
Okay.
When I ran that the first mile and a half, especially, I was like, God, I felt like a fat dude trying to walk up some steps. Like, I was
That's
really
what a lot of
huffing,
people say, yeah.
huffing and puffing hard. But I still powered through, finished the 3 miles, 30 minutes, and then, like I said, I took the test on the 27th, and then I passed.
But you didn't get it while you were traveling.
No, I did not get it when I was traveling.
That's
you know
what's
what I
up.
mean? And I'm blessed, fortunate not to have gotten it. So.
Well, I'm the dude who's been wearing a mask on the plane since 2016.
Oh, is that right?
Just because if I don't wear a mask on the plane, I'll be sick just from the circulating air on the planes. You know what I mean? And it's just not worth it for me to get to my destination and be fighting that. Like when in Bali, I fell asleep underneath the AC, woke up with a head cold, trying to find medicine in Bali, trying to go to the store and be like, yo, I need some orange juice. That's all I wanted. And they had like orange drink and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
And I just wanted like an Alka-Seltzer Plus or whatever. Couldn't find none of that shit. So
Damn.
it was
Do
frustrating.
you travel with that now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you travel
Stays
with
in the camera bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have to.
like those recycled. You said they recycled. The recycled farts. That is on the planes.
But when you're on the plane, you always hear somebody behind you that's
yeah.
hacking, wheezing, doing too much. So you're just like,
Yeah. That's good.
it's a mind.
That's good.
It's
I
worth
have
it.
not.
A
Yeah,
little
I
more.
can't say I've done that. But what annoys me, I always get the kid in back of me.
Yeah.
That kid that's kicking my son. I'm looking through the crack, like look at the parents, like, yo, what the hell? Or I get the person that can't get up without grabbing the back of your seat. Yo, I hate you motherfuckers. I really do. They cannot get up without grabbing the back. You're sleeping, you're knocked out, night flight, and then all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? I hate that shit,
First
dude.
world problems right here. This guy
Damn.
has. Yeah.
Oh God, I just want to choke them.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents right there. But Floyd asked, he asked, what do we travel with?
Travel
You know,
gear.
Yeah, travel gear. I mean, ever since the DSLRs came out, that's made the cameras a lot more compact, and I appreciate that. It's the lenses that are the heavy now.
I
you know
took.
what I mean? And my drone. So, but talking to my man Aaron right here, I'm definitely gonna invest in a smaller drone. I definitely, because I take the drone takes up half my suitcase. But that's it. A GoPro, and I low key kind of leave the GoPro now because I have my iPhone,
Yeah.
iPhone 14. No, I take that back. 13. Excuse me, iPhone 13. No, sometimes a GoPro, my drone, and my DSLR Canon Mark III. So that's and a mic, a Rode mic, and like I said, I have the 50 lens, the 25.
That 50 boy.
Yeah, the
Love
50, the wide 24-36, and the and my 24 to 105.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I think
That's all I bring.
I take the DSLR. I got a Canon 5D. And it's either the Mark II, the Mark III, or the Mark IV, whichever one is, available. And an action camera, a GoPro, my phone, and I think that's it for cameras. Sound. I usually let the sound dude bring everything.
Oh,
for that.
okay,
He brings
okay.
some lofts,
Yeah.
and he brings the drone if he's feeling up to it and shit like that. So I'm always pissed. I'm like, you got one job, dude. Like, I can't fly the drone, so you gotta fly the
Yeah.
drone. And then when he gets the footage, he was like, oh man, we got some really dope stuff. I'm like, motherfucker, we'll always get dope stuff. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just bring it.
Yeah.
And but I try to travel light. Like my lenses, that 50 mil, I got an old school Nikon lens. Just great for low light. It's like a 1.4, and that's like the go-to lens when I'm ever got to do some night stuff or just I'm in a situation where I can't control the light. That the largest lens that I travel with is that 72 to 200, and that bad fella is heavy.
I saw that one. I think you taking pictures. That's a good lens though.
It is,
That's a
but
crazy
it
lens.
attracts a lot of attention,
Yeah.
especially when you're traveling. So I'm like in Bali. I had a gig when I was doing it there. I went and shot this this healer, and just running through the streets with that. You know, you're a target. People are like, oh, we're definitely filming something over here.
Yeah.
Cameroon, same thing. Walking through the markets, you damn near feel like you need security, but the locals is cool. It's always somebody who's looking out for you. Yeah.
You able to carry any like weapons, maybe or a knife at least or something for some kind of protection?
So I had a knife that I got when I was in Africa, but I didn't bring it with me. I picked it up while I was there for sure.
That's a good move.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Keep something on you just to,
You never know.
man.
You know what I mean? You never know. I used to travel with these cameras, these Sony EX1s, and in Africa, like the documentaries I was shooting, every time they try to get us with the price. Oh, it's a professional camera, $300 extra. You know what I mean? Always try to get us. So that's why when my man Steve, shout out Steve, when Steve showed me the DSLR, he had the 7D. I was like, yo, I need to get one of these little cameras. You can't even tell
You
you're
look like
filming.
you're
Yeah,
just
to be taking
taking
stills.
pictures,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's makes it convenient. Now everyone knows. Everyone knows about I think Canons now, but
And everyone has a camera now.
Yeah,
Everyone has.
that's true.
You know, is shooting a production wherever
Yeah.
they go. They got, like I said, I use the GoPro with the chest mount a lot of times when I'm going places, just because it's hands free and I
Yeah.
can get stuff that just you were not even thinking
yeah.
about.
You prefer the chest mount or to the head?
Chest mount, head gives me too much motion.
Oh, okay. No doubt.
hmm Yeah, so backpack, camera bag, carry on with my clothes, and man, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
My small travel tripod fits in my suitcase,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about, but I'm not even with a large suitcase most times because I'm on trips maybe a week like that. So I'm like, take the bare minimum, especially going somewhere that's warm.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, my base is London, so I'm
Ooh.
able to go to my family's house, drop the big bag off, and then consolidate. You know what I mean? So I'm lucky that I have my base in London or in Paris. Shout out to Hannon. You know what I mean? So I have two bases right there where I could just drop some shit off and
That's
keep it
love.
moving. But obviously, if I'm going to Africa, if I'm going to South America, I don't know anybody like that. So I gotta.
that's good to know.
Yeah,
I've been
maybe.
through London once. I've been through Paris once.
Yeah.
Literally, I think I was in London for like 2 days. Didn't get to see a whole lot. I think it was actually around Easter, so it was holiday and everything was
Yeah.
shut down. I remember if we didn't get back to the tube, we were gonna miss the last one that was
Oh,
going
yeah.
back out to Heathrow. He was like, "Yeah, you don't want to miss that." What's the next thing you want to do that is film related, and it's gonna take you? You have to travel to do it.
That's a good question. That is a good question. So I was talking to another actress. She's out in Florida. She is a scuba dive master.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to Christina. Yeah, she's a scuba dive master. So she has the plug in Egypt,
Ooh.
and I don't know if it's Sharm el-Sheikh or Cairo. I forgot exactly where, but Egypt is one of the best places to scuba dive, the Red Sea, in the world. And I am scuba dived out there. So we've been talking about. I was supposed to see her in like 2019. I didn't make it out there. I think obviously, yeah, COVID I think happened. So that when I was supposed to, everyone uses that excuse, right?
This the great excuse. You can
Yeah,
use for
yeah.
anything and
So she actually came back to the States because she was on lockdown. But anyway, to answer your question, yeah. So we were talking about working on this short film where it would kind of be. I don't know if you've seen Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like kind of a piggyback off that, where it starts. I'm not gonna say too much, but it starts off on the plane, and then ends up in. It's a heist. Ends up in Egypt. We're on our way to Egypt.
Yeah.
Could be part of something bigger, but this was the short that me and her were talking about. She would play the Sandra Bullock type character. Yeah, I wanted to act in it, but maybe I'll just have whatever. Whoever we decide to go on this trip with, because we're fitting the bill, they have to be, triple threat. They have to be able to use the camera. They have to be able to act. They have to, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So just to utilize all the positions, because we want to, be just as concise and bring people that could do sound and do all this stuff at the same time. So
Yeah, you can't be one dimensional.
yeah, not at all. No divas. So you got to be able to just, make it happen. So that's what we were talking about. That would take, like I said, that would take us from America, Europe to Egypt. And that's just talk right now. The script's not even done, but we just have the premise down. But The Other Realm, I still need to edit The Other Realm, which is a show that we shot episode 2.
No, you got a plan. That's all I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I definitely have a plan. You know, maybe I'll do some pickup shots in Germany when I'm out there. I don't know, not pickup shots, but find some shots that we could incorporate.
Hey, I'm jealous.
You
You're
know.
going to Germany next week. I'm not
Yeah.
going to Germany next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to probably be still in LA next week.
It's all good, dog. You got a lot of shit to edit.
That is true.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit to
That
edit.
is
So
true. And I get tired of sitting behind this damn keyboard. So, but it's a good balance, though, you know, to get out and hit the cameras and get out and meet the people and be social, and then you got to go into the lab and put it all together.
yeah.
Glad to have the skill set.
Yeah,
'Cause there's a lot
absolutely.
of people who just don't want to do it and have no interest in doing it. You know what I mean? They want to tell the story, but they want to just be able to press that magic button and get it all done.
Yeah.
So there are places like you showed me earlier that will, you know, assist you in that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's probably, I don't know. I doubt if that's just a program. They just put that, email them that shit. I don't know if they email them or they upload it, probably upload it.
Yeah, and just
And
throw it
then-
into the
yeah,
template.
it's just a program that does it. That's crazy. That's a $1 billion idea. Maybe not $1 billion, but it's definitely a couple million.
There you are. I think we might
got
be
it,
wrapping
yeah.
it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning in
Absolutely.
to our first episode, working title, travel, culture, and indie filmmaking. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching it. Let us know your comments at the end. Please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, check
But
us
they
out.
say smash that like button.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Share.
Yeah, smash that like button. Share.
Sound like all the people that
subscribe. Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know why you're here. You know what it is.
run it.
Thanks, guys, and thanks to the camera crew and
Absolutely.
Boy.
Appreciate the crew coming through because we couldn't do this without y'all being
yeah,
here.
we could, but
We
it's the
tried.
first day.
We tried it.